This presentation of Red Sox Angels on NESN is brought to you by your New England Honda dealers. And on a perfect summer day at Fenway Park, the Red Sox finish up this three-game series with the Angels. The winner takes the series. Sox remaining in a first-place tie with the Yankees atop the AL East. Hi, everybody. Great to have you with us today. I'm Dave O'Brien. My partner, Red Sox Hall of Famer Jerry Remy. Garen Austin joining us in just a couple of moments. And, Jerry, today the Red Sox welcome in a new pitcher, the veteran right-hander Doug Fister. He's been around a while. He's done a lot of winning, too. 77 career wins, 33 years old.
Well, the Red Sox trying to solidify the number 5 spot in the rotation, so they go out and they get a veteran guy who's been with a number of teams throughout his career. You see that he's been with Seattle, Detroit, where he was with Dave Dombrowski and, of course, Rick Porcello in that ball club, Washington and Houston. And coming in here as a 5 guy, a veteran guy who should not be intimidated by pitching in Boston. You see the overall numbers record-wise throughout his major league career. And he's a guy, you know, it's not like calling up a rookie from AAA where they're going to be scared to death. This guy's been around. This is nothing new to him. He might be a little bit nervous early pitching for a new ball club, but he should settle down in the game very soon. The Red Sox just looking for somebody that can hold down that 5 spot. Maybe the veteran Fister can.
And really getting an opportunity today against the team that just let him go, the Angels. So maybe a little something extra there. What a day to pitch, though. A perfect afternoon here in Boston. Red Sox and the Angels to wrap up this 3-game series. Coming your way next. BuyAToyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Your New England Audi dealers and the 2018 Audi Q5. Plainridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. And by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Right-hander Doug Fister last year with the Houston Astros. He went 12-13. And here's a look at the Angels lineup, which is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Cameron Maybin will lead things off. Cole Calhoun in right. Albert Pujols the DH today. Valbuena at first. Simmons at short. Ben Revere in left. Danny Espinosa at second base. Caleb Cowart at third. And Juan Gratterall is the catcher and batting ninth up against Fister. 6'8", 210 pounds, and he throws downhill. .464 ERA last year with the Astros in 32 starts. Look at the umpires. They're brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. And it'll be Adam Hamari behind the plate with Dan Bellino at first, Bill Miller at second, Ryan Blakeney at third base. So a gorgeous afternoon here at Fenway Park. Great to have you with us. Red Sox finishing up this series, and then the Minnesota Twins are in for 4 games. Sox coming off a loss last night, but remaining time with the Yankees. Heading into play on Sunday, and Pfister delivers a strike, and we're underway.
From Pfister, you'll see a sinking fastball, the breaking ball, changeup. I mentioned been with a number of major league teams. Works very quickly. And 2 pitches right at the bottom of the strike zone is for a quick start.
Maben 270, half a dozen home runs, and very quick. And he's going to take a seat very quickly on 3 pitches. He strikes out.
After 2 pitches down in the zone, he goes upstairs with the fastball to pick up the strikeout and just catches Maben looking. Totally surprised, was looking down in the zone. Instead, he got the fastball upstairs and just watched it go by.
So here's Cole Calhoun, right fielder. Good power, 10 homers, hitting .247. So far, nothing but strikes from the lanky right-hander out of California. Today making his 200th career start. He signed with the Angels back in May. He did not break into their rotation. They went with today's opponent, Parker Bridwell, instead. And Pfister had the right to opt out for free agency, and that's what he did. Red Sox claimed him on Friday in the 1-1.
And of course, very familiar with Dave Dombrowski, Rick Porcello, former teammate and general manager of the Detroit Tigers when they were all together.
Sandy Leon caught him when Pfister was pitching for Washington. The Red Sox liked the Vasquez matchup better today. On the offensive end, 1-2. Pfister, a true sinker baller. I think he said it in the past that a perfect day for him is 27 ground ball outs. He's got a hot hitter here in Calhoun, hitting .350 since the end of May. Does have a home run off of Pfister. Long look in, and now Calhoun will take a time. Granted by the home plate ump Amari. Some controversy last night about a timeout, whether it was called or not. That one ran in on the hands.
Now it's more of the cut fastball that time at 87 miles an hour from Pfister. Fastball averaging about 90-91. That cutter at 87. Have not seen the changeup yet.
Albert Pujols on deck, just getting started in the sunshine at Fenway. Hit hard but foul. Now the Angels reliever Houston Street was with Pfister at AAA Salt Lake this season, and he said, what I saw made me think he's going to be tough to beat on Sunday. He looked very sharp, in command. Obviously he made the right decision, meaning to opt out and become available to other ball clubs.
That looked like the changeup right there at 85 miles an hour. Down in the dirt. There you see the grip right there, and it's got a little bit of a split change.
(3-2). Poke foul.
All right, good long at bat put on here by Calhoun. He gave the numbers. Dave got a home run, 2 for 6 in his career against Pfister.
Future Hall of Famer Pujols waiting his turn. payoff pitch again to Cole Calhoun. Fly ball in center field. Lazy fly right at Jackie Bradley. 2 down.
It's Junior Announcer Day. Let's get the Red Sox defense from Isabel, brought to you by Southwest Airlines.
Thanks, Mr. Remy. Here is the Red Sox defense.
Devin Marrero
Is at third. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop.
Dustin Pedroia,
At second. And at first is Mitch Moreland.
Andrew Benintendi,
Is in left field. Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. Mookie Betts is in right field. And
Christian Vasquez,
is doing the catching for Doug Fister.
Isabel, thank you very much. Long foul ball by Pujols. This one he gets jammed on and pops it up a mile down the left field line. That's going to sail off into the seats, and it is quickly 0-2 on Albert. Family day here at Fenway. The players had their kids on the field before the game.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. They're out stretching with them, doing their wind sprints with them.
Yeah. They were adorable. And the 0-2 popped him up into right. Coming on Mookie Betts. And it'll make the play. And Fister off to a very nice start. He gets him 1-2-3. Sox coming up here in the first inning. This 25-year-old right-hander from Texas, Parker Bridwell. He's 1-0, ERA 3.07. 6'4", about 190. And squaring off against Mookie Betts, who's hitting .270 with 12 home runs. He's driven in 40.
First time he's faced the Red Sox in his career.
Up the middle, it got through, but Espinosa there, the second baseman, zips it on to retire Mookie Betts. One away. Junior Announcer Day. Let's get the Red Sox lineup from Abigail, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. Here's today's Red Sox lineup. Leading off in right field, Mookie Betts. At second base, Dustin Pedroia. The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. At first base, Mitch Moreland. In left field, Andrew Benintendi. The DH, Hanley Ramirez. In center field, Jackie Bradley Jr. The catcher, Christian Vasquez. In third base, Devin Marrero.
Thanks, Abigail. Great job there as Andrew Bogaerts gets ready to come up and swing. 2 fast outs here in the first inning.
Yeah, last time out for Bidwell, that was against the Yankees in New York. Went 5 innings in that game, gave up a couple of runs. He did walk 5 and struck out 3.
And he is also a pretty quick worker. He'll touch 95 with a fastball. Xander 324 with 5 homers.
He just touched it, 95, right on the inside corner.
See, we plan these things, you know. You script it. Base is empty. Sox been a very good daytime team. They're 23-6 in day games at Fenway since the middle of May last year. Waved at and missed. Down he goes. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for the right-hander Bridwell. A fast start for both pitchers. Doug Fister into his second inning, facing Valbuena, Simmons, and Ben Revere. No score after 1 at Fenway. Valbuena, 184 hitter. Does have 5 home runs, but he's batting out of the cleanup spot today.
Yeah, I think the reason is the 273 average against Fister in his career.
And lately he has been driving in some runs. That's a strike.
Nice little strike zone so far for Fister.
Fister last pitched in the majors last year. 32 starts for Houston. 12 wins, 13 losses. ERA of 4.64. He doesn't walk many guys. Last year 62 walks and 180 and a third, but he did surrender 24 homers. And a swing and a miss. He has struck out his second man. Time now for our Xfinity X1 report as we send it down to Garen Austin. Garen?
Well, LB, I was talking with pitching coach Carl Willis, and he said they are excited to have Doug Fister. He said he's a tremendous athlete. He studies the game, and they're excited to add someone with his experience to this rotation. Now, it's been a whirlwind for Fister. He was claimed off waivers, took a red-eye flight here, and now he's making this start. Willis said that he used to work with Fister in Seattle, and he pointed out that he's former teammates with David Price, Rick Porcello, and Sandy Leon from his time in Washington, and having those established relationships can really help him feel more comfortable and get acclimated a little bit faster. And guys, Willis said Fister is really excited to be with his club and making the start today.
Okay, Garrett, thank you very much. He's picked up a couple of quick strikeouts. He set down the first 4 men. As Simmons fouls it back, and true to form, he works so quickly, you're seeing the Angels step out and try to delay him a little bit.
Yeah, you might see that on both sides today offensively, because both pitches look like they like to get the ball and throw it.
And a 1-1 to the shortstop. Simmons hitting .321 over his last 41 games. Noted more for the glove than the bat because he's a terrific defender. He rips that one down into the corner. That's going to be a long single for Andrelton Simmons. He hit it right on the button.
Little 5-game hitting streak now for Simmons as he jumps on the fastball and takes it down there. Very quickly played by Benintendi out there off the wall, and is able to get that ball back in quickly and hold Simmons to the 1 base. Good solid hard contact right there though by Simmons. But you see the nice bounce to Benintendi right there and quickly back in, so the double play is in order. Simmons will run. He's got 13 steals on the season. Matter of fact, the Angels first in the American League in stolen bases.
Now Revere for the year hitting just .206, but good numbers against Pfister. 9 out of 28. That's a .321 lifetime. Ball and 1 strike. Nothing going on yet at first base.
He might be tough to run on too, because he doesn't give you very much to work with. He doesn't give that high leg kick when he's coming to the plate, and of course you got a great arm behind the plate. But the stolen base, a huge part of the Angels game.
Danny Espinosa on deck. No score in the second. Runner goes, and a shot for a single into right field. Simmons rounding. He's heading into third, and he will stop there standing up. Back-to-back singles as Revere knocks it through the right side.
And with the runner going, Pedroia did stay home but had no chance to get that ground ball. You'll see him stay there on the steal, goes into the dive, cannot make the play, and first and third goes Simmons. So a threat here for the Angels here in the second inning.
Espinosa, the second baseman, a .173 hitter with 6 home runs. Pfister is a guy who can rack up the double play.
That's one of the reasons too. You'll see the Angels running quite a bit. He throws a lot of ground balls.
And there's one. Marlins down to second, one back to first, and got him, a double play. Red Sox turn a dandy. Close play. Now Socha is out onto the warning track in front of his dugout. So keep it here for just a moment as he determines whether or not he wants this play reviewed at first base.
Very, very close again at first base, but it looks like, yeah, he does want that looked at. And you might as well take a look at it because it could be a run for the Angels.
So this play is under review as they will get a look at it in New York. No score right now here in the first inning. But Simmons was charging home from third base.
Now let's take a look. As the ball in the glove before the foot hits the bag, and I believe it's got enough of the glove. We'll see if this holds up. It doesn't have to be in the pocket of the glove. Remember that.
As you said, Jerry, this means a run.
Looks like the Red Sox are heading back out on the field.
Angels this year have challenged 16 times. 9 have been overturned. And the Red Sox are confident that this one will be overturned. And Socia will be right on this one for the 10th time this year. And so Fisher out there for some warm-up tosses. Meanwhile, they continue to watch it in New York, and no decision yet back here to Fenway. Betts and Bradley have already gone out to center field and are chatting out there. And safe is the call. And so that run does come on in to score. And the Angels have taken a 1-0 lead. So no double play. Very close at first base, but only out at second, safe at first. And with 2 down, Coward will be the batter, the third baseman. Caleb Coward was just called up today from AAA. And he'll take strike 1. It was just on Thursday when he was playing at Las Vegas in the minors. He hit for the cycle and finished the game going 6 for 6 and scored 5 times. That should get you promoted.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice day. 6 for 6. You know, those are kind of games you want to get up like 10, 11 times because you're just going to get 11 for 11. You just feel it.
He had 3 doubles. And a 1-1 fly ball left center field. Racing back Bradley and turning. He's going to have to play it off the green. Here comes another run. Espinosa trying to score, and he will as the throw is cut at second base to make it 2-0 Angels. So Coward stays hot from his minor league cycle.
That's a good way to start, and he finds out how friendly that left field wall can be for a left-handed hitter. Takes that ball sinking down and away and plants it off the left field wall with driving a run. So the play at first base very big. It means 2 runs to this point.
Juan Gratterall will be next, the catcher. As the Angels have jumped out in front on Fister 2-0. They have 3 hits in this inning. And that one lined into right field. That'll drop down for a base hit. Betts up and gunning. Here comes Coward. Won't get him there. Another run is in. Now they have Gratterall in a rundown. Vasquez runs out and Bogaerts will tag him. But another run in. So Fister has a rough second as the Angels score 3 times to take a 3-0 lead. brought to you by T-Mobile. These are the American League leaders in batting average at home, and the Red Sox are #1 in the American League at .282 in front of the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Yankees are playing Texas. Toronto at Kansas City inside the division, and Baltimore leads Tampa Bay 2-1 there in the second. Mitch Moreland leading off the second inning. The Red Sox in a quick 3-0 hole. Mitch at .266, 10 home runs, 1 for 4 with a home run last night. And he hits a high deep drive into right field. Calhoun turning around, kissed that one goodbye. So he's done it again, back-to-back games, number 11 for Moreland.
Now Moreland that time gets a cut fastball and he just turns around in a hurry. And you can tell that he's starting to feel better. He had problems with both feet, but those apparently are getting better. There's the cutter right there, right in the sweet spot of the bat. And the Red Sox very quickly get a run back.
So that'll make it 3-1, and for every Red Sox home run this season, Speedway donates $500 to Boston Children's Hospital. Now through the end of July, use your Speedy Rewards card when you purchase any size fountain or frozen drink for 69 cents and get an entry code to win a VIP experience. Andrew Benintendi at .274. He's hit 10. Went for it there, but knocked it foul. 2-1. Andrew with a 5-game hitting streak. And as of late, he's been driving the ball. High fly into left, up into the sun for Revere. 1 gone. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Compra2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Anthony Ramirez will check in at .240, 10 home runs. Sox trailing 3-1 here to the Angels. And that's going to drill him. He gets hit. And skipping out of there in some pain. Now comes John Farrell along with a trainer. Hanley getting drilled here in the second inning.
Well, looked like that got him right off the knee. Very tough to tell. Let's take another look. Two-seam fastball that runs back in, and yeah, just below the left knee.
Fifth time this season he's been hit by a pitch. Really hobbling on his way to first. Painful way to get a base, but he's on with 1 down and a run in.
Nowhere to go on a pitch like that. You can't jump over it. Tough to back away from it as it finds his knee.
So it's Jackie Bradley, .269, 9 homers, 31 RBIs for Jackie. He was 0 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch last night. And snapped a 5-game hitting streak. Even though he got on base a couple of times, he also took a walk. And Bridwell with the 0-1. He was out in front on the changeup.
Yeah, pretty good changeup right there. 85 miles an hour. Fool Bradley.
Now time to see who's been driving the ball. Presented by Toyo Tires. Jackie in his last 15, hitting .389 with 7 RBIs. Toyo Tires, the official tire of the Boston Red Sox. He got it again, and down he goes. Strike 3, double up on it.
Yeah, very impressive. 2 back-to-back changeups that time to Bradley Jr. And you see the rotation on it going down and away from Jackie, and obviously the off-speed has him way out in front.
Vasquez next, hitting .285. Bridwell was known more for football coming out of high school in Texas. He threw for 4,789 yards in high school and 36 touchdowns.
It's not a bad high school career.
Not at all. You're talking about Texas too. Committed to Texas Tech at a baseball scholarship. Always wanted to be a ball player. He signed with the Orioles instead. Up the middle, past the bag, and into center field for a base hit. Hanley Ramirez will stop at second. And the Red Sox have 2 aboard with Marrero coming up.
Well, the Red Sox trying to quickly get back in this ball game. They started with the Moreland home run. Of course, Hanley getting hit on the knee. Now up the middle goes Christian Vasquez on the ground to put a man in scoring position with the 2 outs in the inning.
So a chance for Marrero, hitting .160 with 3 homers. 0 for 3 last night and 0 for his last 9. Very aggressive first swing as he fouls it away for strike 1. Angels on top 3-1 in the second. Two strikes on Marrero.
Cut fastball that time at 91 miles an hour. So he goes from the 95 cross seamer to the cutter at 91.
Hanley Ramirez at second. Christian Vasquez at first. And down he goes with a swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's all for the Sox. They get the 1 run and strand 2. May have been swinging at the first pitch here in the third, and skies one to Mookie Betts along the line. One pitch and one out. Cole Calhoun will be next. Time now for our Granite City Electric poll question. Who was the manager of the Sox during the '67 Impossible Dream season? Text 1 for Billy Herman, 2 for Dick Williams. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. One message per vote.
I got that one. He happened to be the first manager I ever played for.
There's your hint. Calhoun 0 for 1. He's fly to center. 3-1 Angels leading. This guy was a terrific manager.
And very, very tough.
Toughest you ever played for?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Change up that time by a Pfister at 83 miles an hour.
A lot of those tough guys had a heart of gold, though.
Sometimes.
Depending on what you did.
Yeah.
1-2 on Calhoun. Pujols next. Yeah, Jim Leland had that reputation. He was managing being very hard edged, very tough at times. Like when he dressed down Barry Bonds after Bonds refused to be part of a photo. He was with the Pittsburgh Pirates, something like that. Just took him apart on a backfield, but just the sweetest guy too. But he had that side when he needed to be tough, man. Look out.
Yeah. Very, very good manager. Great manager.
Yep. 1-2. Did not get the call off the corner. 2-2. Texas and the Yankees are underway first inning. They have no score here in the Bronx. Too high and tight. This is what he did in his first at bat. He ran it very deep before flying out. And it took a lot of pitches. Pfister got 3 fast outs in the first inning, but labored in the second inning, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits. And now he's walked a man. So Calhoun on with 1 away in front of Albert Pujols. Time for our twisted but true fact. Pfister was waived by the Angels a couple of days ago, now starting against his former team. Twisted tea tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Pujols 0 for 1. He's flied out to right. He's number 10 on the all-time RBI list. Not too far from Willie Mays, who is number 9. He's also become the 3rd player ever to amass 600 homers and 600 doubles in a career. Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds are the others. And a ground ball should be 2 Bogarts to Pedroia on the first and a double play. Red Sox turn 2 here in the 3rd. It remains 3-1 Angels. Mookie Betts in here in the last half of the third inning. Red Sox trail 3-1. Mookie 0 for 1. He is tapped to second. So it's top of the order against Parker Bridwell. This time to the shortstop Simmons, who vacuums it up and gets him. Calling all kids. Kids can attend a game for free at Fenway when they sign up for Kid Nation. Free kids tickets are available for the first 25,000 tickets redeemed. Visit RedSox.com/KidNation and sign up today. Dustin Pedroia had his boys on the field today. Family day at Fenway Park. He is 0 for 1 with a fly to right. Popped up near the Red Sox dugout, but that's going to be out of play. Eating with the family before the game.
Yeah, one of the little Pedroias.
Colin Brooks. Dad still feeling the effects of getting drilled in Houston. Lunging pop up here to left field. And Revere grabs that for the second out here in the third. Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for Red Sox tickets from bleachers to boxes. Ace has the lowest prices to all games at Fenway with a 200% guarantee. Visit aceticket.com now or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. 2 up, 2 down. Xander Bogaerts now. He struck out in first inning. He has a 6-game hitting streak coming into play today. One ball and 1 strike. During the hit streak, he's 11 for 24 with 3 homers and 8 RBIs, so it's not been a light streak.
Yeah, that average back up to 324 for Bogaerts coming into the game today.
It has him number 4 in the American League. Down for it, Simmons. And the Red Sox are done in order here in the third. 3-1 Angels. You can wear it like that young man is. Almost got some of it in his mouth.
He's not just eating it. I mean, look at it. It's all over the place. And that's some good ice cream right there.
Mom may be home watching, going, "Oh my, they got my boy on TV. That's him."
Mom's got some cleaning to do when he gets home.
Yeah. Fourth inning here, and Pfister back at it, working off a fast inning in the third. Valbuena 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First baseman from Venezuela. A couple of years ago at Houston, he hit 25 home runs and dropped off to 13, had some injury problems last year. And now at the Angels. Two and two. Rip but foul. This is the part of the order really after Valbuena. It gave him a lot of trouble, gave Pfister all sorts of issues in the second.
Yeah, the lack of completing the double play back in the second inning really opened the floodgates a little bit there for the Angels.
And a play on review. Call at first base was overturned. Originally it was a double play to end the inning. When it was overturned, a run scored as Simmons was coming home on a double play ball that wasn't. Cut out and missed. He strikes out for the second time.
Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC, Jim, and Steve will break down today's game, and you'll hear from Doug Pfister and John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason.
Pfister is a guy who can really get rolling as far as strikeouts are concerned. And you wouldn't look at him in terms of his stuff. You know, he hits around 90 most of the time. This is a 73-mile-an-hour curveball, but back on September 14th, 2012, he set an American League record by striking out 9 consecutive Kansas City Royals.
That's a curveball there that he took a little bit off, 75 miles an hour. 2 different looks on the breaking ball. Supposed to be away. It stays down and in, but still no contact.
0-2, and Moreland there to snag that. Pfister gets to the bag in front of Simmons for the second out. Bedgear, the official performance betting partner of the Red Sox, fuels your performance on and off the field. You can sleep like the pros from Maximum Recovery. Build your performance sleep system at bedgear.com today. Sleep fuels everything. Pfister trying to make it another fast inning. Ben Revere singled off him in the second inning, so he's 1 for 1. The best year for Pfister, probably 2014. When he finished 8th in the Cy Young voting, he went 16-6 that year with a 241 earned run average. So he's a guy who has had successful stints in the big leagues. 177, lost 76, 360 lifetime ERA. Hammered to first, but foul. Texas has jumped out in front of the Yankees 3-0 early. Sox and the Yankees tied atop the division effectively. Tampa Bay just 2.5 out. Liner, Betts closing. He'll make the play. And the side is retired. Pfister does indeed get them fast here in the 4th inning. Bottom 4th, 3-1 Angels leading the Red Sox here. Moreland leading things off against Bridwell. And Moreland with a home run to lead off the 2nd inning. Solo shot. And he tied last night's game with a leadoff home run in the 2nd inning. Benintendi and then Ramirez to hit in the inning.
A cut fastball back in the 2nd inning that he took out of the ballpark, pulling the ball. Home run number 11 on the season for Mitch Moreland.
Off the pitcher, it's going to roll to the left side, throw to first in time. And an outstanding recovery there by Coward to cut him down.
Yeah, unfortunately for Moreland, that ball deflecting right toward the third baseman who was moving in that direction. You could see him stop, but then when the ball starts in that direction, he's right there to get it and throws Moreland out by about 3 steps at first base. So a nice play by Coward down at third base. Those balls deflect off the pitcher. You never know where they're going to go. You've got to be ready at every infield position to change directions quickly.
All leather for Bridwell, and here's Benintendi. 0 for 1 today, a fly to left. Hitting .323, 5 homers in his last 17. And a drive out into the alley. Calhoun will cut this one off. Benintendi wants second. He'll dive in the throw, and he is out at second base. I think the Red Sox are going to think about challenging this play. An awkward tumbling slide there. Yeah, John Farrell up. And waiting for word as to whether they should.
Big high bounce. Does the tag come on? I think it does. It comes right on the hand before it gets to the bag.
So no challenge.
A slight hesitation there as he's heading towards second base. Not quite sure whether he should try it or not. And I guess if it gets to the point where you hesitate, you probably don't go. But it took a perfect throw by Calhoun.
And Ramirez unloading a swing and a miss. He was hit by a pitch on the knee in the 2nd inning. You can see that tag applied to Benintendi on that hand. That's what caused him to lose his balance as he was diving ahead. On the snap by Simmons.
Calhoun out there in right field now with 4 outfield assists on the season.
Red Sox with 3 hits, but trailing 3-1. And a high pop-up should be caught. Coward off third and comes back to fair ground and makes the play to retire the side. Red Sox weren't up there very long, only 3 batters. Well, it's the 5th inning. 3-1 Angels leading the Sox here. They have 4 hits. Red Sox have 3. Espinosa is the man who kept that 2nd inning alive. And that produced 3 runs in the end on that play at first base. As he beat out the double play ball on review. He flicks that one foul. It'll be followed by Cowart and then Gratterall, the catcher. It's a team without Mike Trout. He's out with a thumb injury, torn ligament of thumb. And yet if they win today, they'll be 1 game over 500. They've done a pretty good job without Mr. Trout.
They certainly have. Unfortunately for the Angels, you know, they're hanging in there record-wise without Trout, but it's the Houston Astros that are the big problem in that division.
Houston has a 12.5 game lead. 13 over these guys with 51 wins already. Well, the hottest team in baseball right now is the Dodgers in the National League West. They've won 9 straight and they have 50 wins. Chopper to the middle. Bogarts to the other side. Gets him. Tonight at 6 on an all-new episode of the Ultimate Red Sox Show presented by AAA. We look back at Friday's pregame ceremony honoring David Ortiz. Plus we'll have the plays of the week tonight at 6 right here on NESN. We had a great time with David when he joined us early in the game here in our broadcast booth to talk about the ceremony, his career.
That's a real classy ceremony for David Ortiz. Well done by everybody connected with the Red Sox who had something to do putting that together. Certainly appreciated by Ortiz.
Dave, of course, had the family here. Very proud his dad was on hand. David called him my man. Great Carl Yastrzemski, one of the luminaries on hand. It was Pedro who did the introductions. And the tears were brought on by Dustin Pedroia. With a marvelous little speech. Here's the 2-2. As David calls him, Pee Wee.
Well known around the clubhouse as Pee Wee.
(3-2) to Cowart, and he walked him. Second one issued today by Pfister. This one comes with one down here in the fifth.
Tonight at 10 on NESN Sports Today, will save you time with the latest news, including a complete recap of the Bruins picks in the NHL Draft. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do.
Here's Gratterall. He singled in a run in the second inning. Runner goes. Here's the throw by Vasquez. The tag. He is out. Pedroia had to bring it back to get him. Cowart ruled out at second base.
The running Angels and cut down right here by Vasquez. Pedroia gets to the shortstop side, but certainly you can see him slide that tag over and get the foot before he gets to the bag. Nicely done by Vasquez. Nicely done by Pedroia on the tag. Quick hands.
2 away, and the 0-1 through there for a strike. Cameron Maben on deck. 3-1 Angels. All the scoring in this game came in the second inning. Doug Fister today making his Red Sox debut. And the 0-2 just got a piece of it. Through June, look for specially marked packages of KM Fenway Franks for your chance to win great Red Sox prizes like throwing out the ceremonial first pitch at Fenway. In tight, knocked him off the plate. Now Fister can get this guy. It'll be the third straight inning he will have faced only 3 batters. He got him 1-2-3 in the first inning. Second inning a different story, but here's the 1-2 and he strikes him out. So he faces just the 3 men. Red Sox need some runs, down 3-1. Diamondbacks.com is proud to release a Marucci game model David Ortiz art bat featuring the artwork of Jolene Jesse. Limited edition historic bat available for $169.95 plus shipping. Go to BigTimeBats.com right now or call 866-280-BATS to order yours today. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien with you. Aaron Austin as well here today. Beautiful afternoon at Fenway. Red Sox down 3-1 to the Angels. And Parker Bridwell, the Sox are seeing for the first time today. Jackie 0 for 1, struck out in the second.
He's been very good. He's been working at about the same pace as Pfister. Both guys working very, very quickly.
Shot to center. Maben back to the track. It sails. Gone out of the batter's eye. Home run number 10 for Jackie Bradley. And that makes it a one-run game.
Now that ball was down in the zone, maybe a little bit out of the strike zone, and just golfed out to center field by Bradley. Look at the location of that pitch. Down and around the shins, and is able to lift it and take it right up into the center field batter's eye. So 2 home runs. The runs for the Red Sox today, Moreland and Bradley.
That cuts the lead to 1. Vasquez now into right field, dropping and in for a base hit. He's 2 for 2.
That's more like the hits we're accustomed to seeing from Vasquez, going the other way. First time he went up the middle for the base hit. This time he gets a breaking ball, it looks like, toward the outside part of the plate. At least a cut fastball at 91 miles an hour, as you can see it right here. And takes it to the opposite field for the base hit.
No send up. Devin Marrero struck out in the second inning. 3-2 Angels in the 5th. And I figure the baseball might carry today. Cut on a miss. Runner goes. Here's the throw and an easy out. Vasquez cut down at second base.
That's a hit and run right there. No contact made by Marrero on a breaking ball, and they have Vasquez just standing up going into second base. Got to make contact on a hit and run. Got to get that ball on the line or on the ground. Red Sox trying to keep pressure on. It backfires on them.
It'll go as a caught stealing. And 0-2. Sox, by the way, this season are 14-2 when they hit 2 or more home runs, and have 2 this afternoon. And strike 3, Marrero fans for the second time. So there are 2 out. Back up to the top of the order, Mookie Betts. For every Red Sox hit in June, Echo Store Technologies donates $50 to the Sean Thornton Foundation. That's helping find a cure for Parkinson's disease and pediatric cancer. Echo Store Technologies, your data center solutions provider.
All breaking balls that time to Marrero. This is the second time he has struck out on the breaking ball today, and then missed the breaking ball on the hit and run play.
Betts with a ground to second, another to short, 0 for 2. You make a great point about when you see 2 guys who are working as quickly as these 2 are today. It's a throwback.
Yeah, well, it's pace of game, right? I mean, that's where pace of game starts.
When they start talking about pace of game next year, maybe show this game. And this is the quickest way to remedy that. 2 guys who get the baseball and throw it, and throw a lot of strikes. Pfister doing his part. Now a 1-run game. Fly to center field. It hangs up for Maben. And that will retire the side. Red Sox with another home run after 5. 3-2 Angels. First pitch in there for a strike. 6th inning underway. 3-2. The Angels have the lead. Maben, the leadoff man, and Calhoun and Pujols. They're getting the third look at Pfister. I know a million of us manage the Boston Red Sox every single day. The Red Sox had a play on a hit and run with Devin Marrero there. And John Farrell trying to get something going there. But, you know, a home run, a base hit, you got a little momentum going. And that's in there for strike 3.
One of the problems with that play is you've got to put it on with a guy that can make contact. And, you know, that's something Marrero has not shown consistently throughout his time at third base for the Red Sox. And, when you have a swing and miss guy, it's obviously not a good play. Threw him a couple of breaking balls and obviously could not make contact. And Vasquez a dead duck. You know, usually, as I said before, the guys he puts it on is Vasquez, Leon, maybe a guy like Bogart, somebody like that, that's going to make contact.
Would you do it with a Mookie Betts too?
No, I would let Mookie swing, and I wouldn't try it with him. I'd let him go for the home run.
He's got 12 of those. Calhoun, also a home run threat for the Angels. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Pfister, each of the last 3 innings has faced just 3 batters. And in fact 4 of the first 5 innings before this one that had been the case. The only inning he had difficulty really was the second, and could have escaped that without any runs had they held up a double play at first base. But on the review it was properly reversed. Pfister's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5 1/3, 3 earned with 5 strikeouts. Calhoun has really worked him very deep twice. John Farrell was hoping for about 90 pitches out of Pfister today. He's closing in on that right now. Up the middle, through for a base hit. So Calhoun is on for the second time. Now Hembree is up, but he is yet to start warming. And the batter will be Albert Pujols, who has hit into a double play and also fly to right field. So runner on at first, and the hits are now even at 5 apiece on this sunny day at Fenway. Just a picture perfect afternoon. Pujols broke in back in 2001 with the St. Louis Cardinals. His rookie year he hit .329 and he drove in 130 runs. So right away they had an idea they were onto something.
They got a pretty good player right there. I mean, he had some monster seasons.
2004 46 homers. 06 49 homers. Even last year he hit 31 with the Angels. He signed with them in 2012, a huge contract. He signed through 2021. And already 16 years into his extraordinary major league career. Last year he drove in 119 runs. It was a bounce back season for Pujols. In there and got him looking. He's not thrilled with the call, but he's going to take a seat.
And he just drops the bat. He thought that ball was away from him, off the outside corner. And that's the reaction you get. Watch Pujols. And the location of the pitch appeared to be good. I mean, nasty. Down and away.
That's a terrific pitch.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a pitcher's pitch.
Unhittable.
2 down. Valbuena has not been able to figure out Pfister. Red Sox right-hander has punched him out twice. 3-2 Angels, 6th inning. Embry has now taken a seat in the Red Sox pen. Two-0. Calhoun on at first with 2 gone. Doug Fister, the son of a firefighter, grew up in California, rooting for the San Francisco Giants, he says, and went on to the baseball powerhouse at Fresno State. Pedroia to be tested, can't get it on the dive. It's in there for a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third, Calhoun. He's there standing, and they're on the corners.
Strange inning here. A couple of strikeouts, a couple of base hits. Valbuena, who had struck out twice in this game, picks up his first hit, so they go first and third now with 2 outs. Pedroia diving to his right, he can't knock it down, and Angels got something going here. Danger with 2 outs in the inning.
And a hot hitter now in Andrelton Simmons, who has singled and grounded out, 1 for 2, but cooking with the bat. Fister trying to keep it close, deals ball 1. So he's at 94 pitches. Could well be his last inning here today. Robbie Scott's going to start to warm up. 1-0. Like he was indicating a bunt. And in there for a strike.
And trying to surprise the Red Sox, dropping one down on third baseline. He had Marrero back at third base where he should be with 2 outs.
Calhoun at third, Valbuena at first. High chop, deep short. Bogarts will go to second base and in time to get Valbuena. So Fister gets out of the inning, still 3-2 Angels. Bottom 6, and the first pitch in for a strike on Dustin Pedroia. Red Sox are down by 1. Pedroia looking to reach to begin this inning against Parker Bridwell, but he's quickly behind 0-2. He's flied to right, flied to left. And it's Bogaerts and Moreland. 25-year-old righty's been tough. Lunging pop up to left field, and Revere with plenty of time to get there. One away. Attention Red Sox Nation, is a reason why the Sox and the rest of America run on Dunkin', because Dunkin's iced coffee is consistently smooth and delicious. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, #1 in New England. The Boston Red Sox run on Dunkin'. Red Sox with a pair of home runs. Moreland got one and Bradley got one, and that's been the scoring so far for Boston. Sander with a strikeout and a ground ball to short. On one bounce, it gets to Simmons. 2 down. Our tools of the trade presented by DeWalt FlexFold.
Now 6 strikeouts on the day for Pfister, and a lot of them with his fastball. That time a fastball running away, keeps the ball away inside with the 2-seamer. Just a nice job, I thought, overall today for Doug Pfister. They're looking for a 5 guy. They found one today.
DeWalt FlexFold, the official power tool of the Boston Red Sox. Couldn't agree more. Robbie Scott now loosening in the pen. So he'll be the next pitcher up come the 7th inning. You'd take that effort every time out.
Absolutely. If it wasn't for the play at first base, there'd be no runs on the board. You know, it was a bang bang play and they made the right call, but that's where the 3 runs came in.
Moreland with the home run in the 2nd. He also hit a shot off Bridwell's glove that rolled to the 3rd baseman Coward, who recovered in time to throw him out. Otherwise he would have had a 2nd hit. You know, it's only one outing for Pfister. It's not the first time we've seen him. We've been watching him for years, but talking about a professional guy you can rely on.
Right. You know, we talked about it in the open too. Not a guy who's going to be intimidated by all this, and he's been through all this.
And if what you're asking for out of a 5 guy is, you know, somewhere between 90 and 100 pitches, you know, 6 innings, that kind of a line, not walking a lot of people, you'll take that. Gives you a chance. And the 2-2. And I think what would separate him from some of the other candidates that the Red Sox have seen or might use is his track record of reliability over many years in the big leagues. Payoff pitch, and that'll get into the outfield for a base hit. So Moreland hot with a stick. He reaches here with a base hit in the 6th with 2 down.
Let's go back to the 2nd inning with a couple of runners on. You had that almost 3-6-3 double play. Not quite, though. They first called them out, then they changed it. Then after that came a double to drive in a run, and then a single to drive in a run. And that's how the 3 runs came across for the Angels in the 2nd inning. Then he shut them down completely after that.
Benintendi with a base hit. He tried to make it a double, and he was cut down at 2nd base. That was the last time up. He's also flying to left. Very early in the Bronx, they're only in the 3rd inning, but Texas is trying to help out the Red Sox cause. They have a 6-0 lead on New York. And now Gratterall, the catcher, wants a mound visit. Will be joined by Valbuena, the first baseman. Red Sox invite in the Minnesota Twins tomorrow night. First of a 4-game series, and Chris Sale gets the honors in game 1. 9-3, a 2.85 ERA. Drew Pomeranz will go on Tuesday. Rick Porcello off a very encouraging outing goes Wednesday, and David Price on Thursday. After that, the Red Sox will be on the road from that point right through to the All-Star break. Floated foul, 2-1. Pitching matchup brought to you by your New England Honda dealers. Brazil 5-1 at Fenway. Jose Barrios at 7-1, a 2.67 earned run average for the surprising Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, good pitching matchup tomorrow night.
Lined into left, driving back Revere, but he's there to make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit, one left. Seventh inning underway, and that is indeed Doug Fister back out there. A bit of a surprise. He is back out there for a seventh inning with a 3-2 Angels lead. And taking on Ben Revere, who is singled and lined out to right field. So he's going to keep on pitching. So far he's allowed 6 hits, gave up 3 runs in the second inning. And a line shot over the leaping Bogaerts toward the alley. Benintendi cuts it, and it'll be a single for Revere.
Now we'll see how long John Farrell stays with him now in this situation. You know, he came off the field last inning, and Farrell asked him if he was okay. He said, "Yep, I'm okay." We have the clip of that as John looks up and will ask Fister, "You okay?" Fister says, "I'm fine." He said, "All right, you got to keep going."
He's allowed his 7th hit. Scott still throwing in the bullpen. And Marrero in close at third against the bunt. Espinoza is 0 for 2, but he reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. It was on the double play that the Red Sox did not turn, kept the inning alive, and they would score 3 times, and he'll take ball 1.
Wasn't looking for a sacrifice right there. Looks like he was bunting for a base hit down the third base line. Revere at first base can run a little bit. 4 steals, caught 1 time.
Fister at 100 pitches. Espinoza, guy with some power. He showed that in the National League with the Nationals. 6 home runs this season. And Hembree has joined Scott. Angels in front 3-2 in the 7th. Again, showing a bunt and stopped by Vasquez. 2-0. Espinosa lifetime 0 for 7 against Pfister. Cowart on deck with Revere leading. High pop foul. That'll be out of play. Pfister got him 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. Faced 3 batters in the third, the fourth, and the fifth.
Let's see if they get some action going at first base now on the 2-1 count.
You saw Vasquez hold it there for an extra moment. The count goes to 3-1.
Take a look at the last pitch. Where was it? Just a little bit too low and outside.
So a hitter's count for Danny Espinosa. And the 3-1 will not be made. Time is granted. Tampa Bay with a 5-4 lead on the Orioles there in the 6th inning. Dive back but safe. (3-1) to Espinosa. Home run, swing and a miss.
Helped him out a little bit on that 2-seam fastball. That ball down and out of the strike zone. The swing and miss to run the count full. Now the runner will probably be off at first base on the 3-2 count.
Now Pfister was able to hold last inning despite allowing a pair of singles. A leadoff hit in the 7th for the Angels. A notion, but he held off it outside ball 4, and that'll put runners at first and second. Here comes John Farrell. With Cowart due up next. He's done a little damage today with an RBI double. So Pfister with 105 pitches. That does not get an out here in the 7th. And Scott will inherit a couple of base runners as he comes on. That'll do it for the right-hander in his Red Sox debut. It's a 3-2 game, and we'll be back in just a moment. Iced coffee, just $1.99. Ford Trucks, built Ford Tough, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of Major League Baseball. And by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Runners at first and second. Scott coming on. And Pfister departing the stage here. Nobody out. Loop toward right. It hangs up. Betts charging on. No attempt by the runner at second base to advance. And a big first out to get Cowart there.
Yeah, I think everybody was expecting the bunt in that situation. First and second, nobody out, but they swing away on the first pitch, and a very quick out there for Robbie Scott.
It'll send up Juan Graterol, the catcher, singled in a run and struck out today, 1 for 2. Both of the men on belong to Doug Pfister. 3-2, the Angels leading in the 7th. Doug Pfister today was making his 200th career start, but first in a Red Sox uniform. Now hoping that Scott can hold. Robbie took the loss, was charged with his second blown save of the year Wednesday at Kansas City. Gave up that grand slam to Salvador Perez, who had an outstanding at bat. A long at bat. It was his first career grand slam. And due up in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Red Sox will be Ramirez, Bradley, and Vasquez. Two-0. This is always the sensation you have when Chris Sale leaves a game. Whoever comes in after him seems to be working at a snail's pace. And you feel the same way now after Doug Pfister has left. And Robbie Scott is not an overly slow guy, but just feels that way after Pfister.
Yeah, both guys, both starters on both teams today, really getting the ball back on the rubber, throwing it, and with success.
Now, ball 4 was a big issue for Robbie the other day in Kansas City, as it was Barnes before him, as he walked the first man that he faced to load up the bases, and then the grand slam, of course. He's got a 3-0 here on Graterol. And a strike. Embry still warming in the Sox bullpen. Angels 3, Boston 2. Red Sox have turned a double play today. That was back in the 3rd inning. The 3-1. All filled up.
Couple of pitches back to back to the outside part of the plate, but strikes.
Robbie Scott looking for a bounce back effort here today. And a payoff pitch to the number 9 hitter. Runners go, and a high fly down the right field line, but that's going to slice off foul. And they had the men in motion. They may have more movement on the bases than anybody we've seen all year.
Yeah, one of the things about covering Mike Scioscia for all these years, I mean, if he has that type of team, that's exactly the game that he likes to play. A very aggressive style of baseball. There have been a few years where he hasn't had that type of team, and you know he's adjusted to it, but he loves the aggressive baseball.
It would be even more so with Trout if he were healthy, not with that thumb injury. 3-2 as Revere and Espinosa get their leads. They go again, and a fly ball into right center field. Driving back Jackie Bradley to get under, makes the catch. Revere tagging up, and he is into third base safely with 2 down. Lexus has developed the Lexus Strikeout Hunger program in partnership with Nesson and the Greater Boston Food Bank. Visit your Boston area Lexus dealer in June and donate non-perishable food items. You can also enter for a chance to win a Nesson VIP ballpark experience. For more information, visit Nesson.com/Lexus. Now Maben is due up, and so that's it for Robbie Scott. Out he comes. We'll leave runners on at first and third. Of course, they belong to Pfister, and we'll take the break and be back with more in just a moment. Brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Subaru of New England, supplying all-wheel drive vehicles with a passion for summer travels. By Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. KM Premium Franks. It's summer. Let's grill. And by Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien with you here from Fenway. The Sox are down by a run. And the Angels are threatening here in the 7th inning. Men at first and third. Maben the batter. And Hembry the pitcher. 0-2, 3.74 the ERA for Heath. So the righty-righty, Maben's gone 0 for 3, and he has struck out twice.
One possibility you always have to look for when you have 2 outs in an inning and a manager like Socha is the possibility of a double steal.
With Revere at third, Espinosa at first. Fans, be sure to stop by Plainridge Park Casino. Plainridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston. Embry falling behind on Maben. And the 2-0. Ground ball to third and gobbled up by Marrero. That will retire the side. So the Red Sox bullpen does excellent work. And it remains a 1-run game. And keep it right here inside Fenway Park for God Bless America. Our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Pfister, a big part of the narrative today in his Red Sox debut. 6 very strong innings. As he allowed 3 earned runs, quality start, 6 strikeouts. Moreland with a home run. Jackie Bradley homered as well. That has accounted for the 2 Red Sox runs. So here in the middle of the 7th inning, 3-2, the Angels have the lead. We'll keep it right here for God Bless America.
And now, before Josh Cantor leads us in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, we ask you to please rise. Here to perform God Bless America, please welcome from Townsend, Massachusetts, Cameron Richard.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Bottom of the 7th inning, the Angels up by a run here as Hanley Ramirez will lead things off against Bridwell. It's been very tough today. He's allowed just a couple of solo home runs and 6 hits. He did hit Hanley with a pitch on the knee back in the 2nd. Ramirez 0 for 1 with a pop-up. Line drive and a base hit. It's a quick start for the Sox in the 7th inning with Bradley coming up. In between innings, my partner Jerry Remy up on the big board, got a huge ovation. Best of luck, Jerry, on your surgery tomorrow. And for all of us, hope to see you back at Fenway Park very, very soon. And nice right hook there.
That's very nice. Very nice of the Red Sox to do that. And very nice of Hanley to get that base hit to the opposite field. Let's get some runs.
Now, for all of us, good luck tomorrow. We're going to miss you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it all.
Can't wait to have you back, and I know Eck and Steve Lyons will fill in for you in the coming couple of weeks up to the All-Star break. No easy thing. You've been down this road before, but you're a fighter.
Well, I'll be glad when tomorrow's over with, I can tell you that.
Jackie Bradley, a home run and a strikeout, and he rolls that one foul. Red Sox are getting a big helping hand. 7-0. Texas leading New York. So up on the Yankees there in the 4th inning. And if the Red Sox can get on top in this one, they have a chance to be in first place all by themselves at the end of tonight. If the Yankees lose and the Sox win, that one fouled away by Jackie. Right-hander throwing in the bullpen for the Angels. Blake Parker warming up for them. With the leadoff man on and nobody out. It's clouded up here over the last half hour or so at Fenway, and Dave Meller, head groundskeeper, came out and did talk with the umpires in between innings.
Yeah, been a crystal clear day until about a half hour ago, and the clouds started to come in here at Fenway Park.
One-two. Punched into right. Calhoun was deep, coming on. He'll make the play, and back to first is Ramirez. Time for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store, the Boston Red Sox. Here's Tom Caron.
Thank you, TC.
I mean, they'll be snacking too, believe me, in the green room.
While they're thinking.
Well, they're thinking about you. But
that's part of being in the green room.
Plenty of snacks. Vasquez has singled twice as Ramirez gets back in. A base hit in second and a single in the 5th. And as part of a hit and run that did not go well, he was caught stealing. Bridwell into the 7th inning has only thrown 70 pitches. He's had a bunch of fast innings. Joe Kelly up in the Sox bullpen. Red Sox bullpen did a terrific job in the top of this inning. Combination of Scott and Hembree. After the first 2 men had reached, they shut them down the rest of the frame. Red Sox have not led today, trying to tie it up first. Here comes the 1-0. It's or even at 7. You know, one thing that Bridwell has not done, he hasn't walked a single batter. 2-1.
A little get me over fastball that time at 92 miles an hour to get a strike on Vasquez. Again, he's one of those guys they put the hit and run play on, and with Hanley at first base, I don't know how good Hanley's knee is after getting hit early in the ball game, but is a possibility. Always is with Vasquez at the plate.
Barrero on deck. Red Sox lost last night, so the series is even. Boston has not lost consecutive games since June 7 and 8. Sox have only lost 3 in a row once this season. That was in Oakland. And now Gratterall, the catcher, would like a visit. So time now to check out the results of our Granite City Electric poll question. Who was the manager during the 1967 Impossible Dream season? And correct answer, of course, is number 2, Dick Williams. And not surprised that 93% who weighed in knew the answer.
Yeah, he came in and he said, we're going to win more than we lose. A bold prediction, and they certainly did.
Three and one. A magical year. An incredible season for Yaz. Put that team on his back. Sam Travis on deck. He would hit for Marrero. John Farrell getting ready to use Sam Travis, who's shown he can hit at the big league level. This one popped up. Short right, backing up Espinoza, coming in Calhoun. 2 down. And so now Travis will be announced. Marrero went 0 for 2, struck out twice. Parker Bridwell's pitching line is brought to you by Eastern Lexus dealers. Very economical, but here comes Scioscia.
He's going to the bullpen.
So Bridwell coming out after just 75 pitches. And it'll be Parker coming out of their bullpen. And we'll take the break and return to Fenway in just a moment. Oakland Honda dealers. Red Sox are behind by 1. Scioscia has gone to his bullpen. And time for the carrying the freight moment, brought to you by Old Dominion. Parker Bridwell in this one with 4 strikeouts.
He was really good today. You know, mixed up his fastball, his changeup, his breaking ball. He was outstanding on a day. First time, obviously, we have seen him pitch, and that was very impressive.
Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball and the Boston Red Sox. So Sam Travis hitting .409, no homers, 1 run batted in. And Blake Parker, the right-hander, has been very, very good. He has allowed 1 run in his last 21 outings. In that time, he has struck out 28, walked only 4. And touting him as a potential all-star. One ball, 1 strike.
That fastball at 94 right there, down and away to Travis. Travis has the ability to pull the ball out of the ballpark.
Ramirez at first. And a strike. Well, Travis can do that right now. It'd be his first major league home run.
Yeah, that would Penal's pitch would be a tough one to pull out of the ballpark. Down and away, pretty nasty.
One-two bounced, and Gratterall with the stop.
Split-fingered fastball bouncing way out in front of home plate. Nice job by Gratterall to block that and keep Hanley out of scoring position.
Mookie Betts on deck here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-2 Angels. And a 2-2 to Sam Travis. And down he goes. He strikes him out to retire the side. One man will be left. That's all for the Red Sox. 3-2 Angels. To hide, that's transparency. Moving on to the 8th inning, 3-2 Angels. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, and Garen Austin with you. And the Red Sox will go deeper into the bullpen here in a moment. Time for a look at the road ahead, presented by People's United Bank. 4 with the Twins coming up beginning Monday. And the Red Sox with a long road trip to Toronto, Texas, and Tampa Bay leading up to the All-Star break. The Sox will open up the second half against the Yankees here at Fenway. Zue Lin will take over at third base for Marrero as Travis hit for the third baseman. Devin Marrero went 0 for 2. So Kelly makes his 31st appearance with a tiny ERA, 1.14. He's going to take on Calhoun, Pujols, and Valbuena. That's 2, 3, and 4 for the Angels. And the lights are on now at Fenway. Calhoun has flied out, walked, and singled. He is a danger to leave the ballpark, too. He pops that one to left. Xander Bogaerts reaching for it. He can't quite get to it. Right where those stands jut out and almost touch the foul line.
Yeah, just about no foul territory there at all. And when you reach foul territory, you're just about at the stands, and that's a very, very difficult play for Bogaerts. You can see him, kind of inching away because he knows he's getting close to the stands. Tried the backhanded play, shaking his head, but very difficult play to make.
Pujols waiting on deck. 2 strikes on Calhoun. It really crowds that plate. Hard hit, but it skips for Moreland. He'll take it himself for the first down in the 8th. Summer is here. Get your patio ready for entertaining by visiting Jordan's Furniture to shop their large collection of quality outdoor furniture. Plus, get up to 60 months no interest with equal payments and no minimum. Pujols 0 for 3. He's flied to right, hit into a double play, and been called out on strikes. 11 homers. He's up to 51 RBIs despite hitting just 239. Hey. That's become overcast over the last couple of innings, requiring those lights to go on at Fenway Park.
I really fooled him that time on the breaking ball to Joe Kelly. You know, you're sitting on something that could be from 98 to 101, and all of a sudden he drops the breaking ball on you. There's the slider right there. Looks like a strike to Pujols, but ends up way off the outside edge.
That skips away from Kelly off him. Lynn scoops and fires and gets him. He was just added to the Major League roster yesterday and pinch ran in his Major League debut. The second player born in Taiwan to appear on a Red Sox roster. But now comes John Farrell to see if Kelly's all right.
Oh, we've seen a couple of those today, haven't we? Where they deflected off the pitcher, and that ball was hit very hard by Pujols. Where does it get Kelly? Looks like off the right leg, and then deflects toward third base. Lynn makes a very nice play. And it looks like Kelly's going to be okay and stay in there, probably take a couple of tosses.
Play goes 1-5 or 1-5-3 for the second out, and that'll bring up Valbuena, who's gone 1 for 3 with a single. He's also struck out twice. Due up for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th inning will be Betts, Pedroia, and Bogaerts. Both teams into their bullpens. And strike 1 on Valbuena. Line shot. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Benintendi cuts it in the gap. Second hit today for Valbuena. He's 2 for 4.
Yeah, had a strange start to the game. 2 strikeouts, but then back-to-back hits his last 2 at-bats.
And tonight on Charlie Moore Outdoors, Charlie fishes in his own neighborhood. He makes an authentic Greek octopus dish on the grill to get summer started. Don't miss this and a lot more on Charlie Moore Outdoors tonight, 6:30 on NESN. And Simmons has gone 1 for 3 as he'll climb in. Base hit and a run back in the second. When they got all of their runs to this point, all 3. Red Sox with a pair of home runs, solo shots by Moreland and Bradley to account for the Red Sox 2 runs. Simmons has really been on fire with the bat. He's been one of the Angels' hottest hitters for about a month and a half.
Valbuena does not have a stolen base so far this season. 0 for 1.
Joe Kelly with a 1-0. At 100 miles an hour, but he missed with it. Angels have 8 hits. The Red Sox have 7. Doug Fister looked really good today, pitching into the 7th inning in his Red Sox debut. Although right now he would lose it if it ends 3-2. 3-0. No activity in the Red Sox pen. Revere on deck. Ground ball, and there is Lynn again to scoop and get him. He had a fine inning. Nice rangy play off to his left to retire the side. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 3-2 Angels.
Ridge Park Casino. TC, Jim, and Steve will break down the key moment in today's game, and they'll preview Chris Sale's start tomorrow against the Twins.
Game 1 of 4 against Minnesota. Yusmeiro Petit coming out of the bullpen now for the Angels, the right-hander. Got a win on Thursday after 2 scoreless innings. Here's Mookie Betts to lead it off. Red Sox trying to run out of chances. Betts has grounded out twice and fly to center 0 for 3. Pedroia next, and then Bogarts. And no hits among the top 3 guys yet in the Red Sox lineup today. Greg Kimbrell has not had many opportunities to work in recent days. Now warming up in the bullpen. Hoping today's the day. Picked up his 20th save last Sunday at Houston. A ball, 2 strikes on Betts. The Red Sox bullpen has been able to keep it and a 1-run deficit. 1-2. Spoiled by Mookie. Mookie's reached base his last 10 games against the Angels. He's hitting .393 over that span, so trying to get out for the first time today. He pops it up and playable. Racing in Valbuena, first baseman in foul territory, puts it away. Stay right here after the 3rd out of this inning for a special behind the scenes look at what happens in between innings. A quiet day so far for Dustin Pedroia. At least once the game started, because he had his boys on the field, his two sons before the game. It was pretty noisy then. They were having a great time. But he's flied out 3 times on the afternoon. Bogaerts to hit next. Sox in need of a couple of base runners in the 8th inning. And a count 0-2 on the Red Sox second baseman. Both starters were very good today. Parker Bridwell went into the 7th inning, 6 2/3, 2 runs, 7 hits. Right now he would win it. Doug Fister in his Sox debut pitched into the 7th inning, 6+, 3 runs, 7 hits. Right now he'd take the loss. Knocked foul again. Yankees are making a comeback. They were down 7-0. Now it's 7-4 in the 5th inning in Yankee Stadium. Still real early there. And Petit with the 0-2. Roll toward third base. Coward guns. Pretty good arm there, and he gets him for the second out.
Yeah, he really did. He showed a very strong arm as he was close to the line, and it looked like, you know, as far as he had to go, that Pedroia may have a chance to beat that out, but he made a very, very strong throw down at first base. Red Sox on the phone taking a peek at this, but I think they're gonna let it go. There's the play and the webbing of the glove, and then here's the arm across the diamond, very strong. I think the question there was whether Valbuena kept contact with the bag.
Yeah, had to be, because the throw beat him. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 3. With a strikeout, a couple of grounders to short. Angels leading 3-2, bottom of the 8th. And their pitching has largely kept the crowd out of it on this Sunday afternoon. Up and in, he dropped the bat, and the count goes to 1-1. And they're trying to extend a hitting streak. It's at 6 in a row. 5th in the American League with 90 hits. He is on a 200 hit pace. 200 plus. One and 2 on Bogaerts. Moreland, the on deck hitter, is catching fire again. He homered last night. He has a home run today along with a base hit. Could very easily be 3 for 3. Red Sox would love to get the inning to him. Mitch is on deck. Off the corner, 2-2. Bases are empty, 2 down, and a 2-2 to Bogaerts. Pop foul back out of play.
Oh, he had a good pitch right there to pull out of the ballpark. A breaking ball that didn't do very much, just kind of hung out over the plate. And Bogaerts fouling it straight back. Oof, he'd love to have that one back again.
Again, a 2-2 from Petit. Check to swing. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Moreland waiting patiently. This crowd would like a lightning strike right now. Red Sox with a pair of solo home runs today. Down he goes as he spins and strikes out to retire the side. Their bullpen's been tough as well. We move on to the 9th inning. Don't go anywhere as we stay in the park.
Make tomorrow an all-star preview.
Kiss that baby goodbye.
Before the ballot ends, it's time to vote.
A dazzling twin killing started by Pedroia.
Then watch your favorite Sox fire up a series with Minnesota.
And it is gone on one pitch.
When the Twins bring their own all-star caliber bat to the plate, Miguel Sano.
And it is gone. It'll be a home run for Sano.
Twins, Red Sox. Coverage of the 4-game series begins tomorrow at 6 on NESN.
Hey Dexter, this seat taken?
How'd you get on the team bus?
Oh, it's cool. T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
All things?
Yeah. Here, let's stream the Padres game. We gotta scout these guys.
Well, we usually scout with the coaches. You know you're not on the team, right?
That's debatable.
It's not up for debate.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
T-Mobile One. Stream, post, and share all things MLB on the most advanced LTE network. Unlimited data means unlimited baseball.
Sorry about the holdup, folks. We have some congestion on the runway, and I'm being told it'll be another 15, maybe 20 minutes, and we will have you on your way.
Runway models on the runway? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Evan saved by switching to Geico.
I would not wear that lace. I don't know.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hey, let's play Dare to Compare and see what $11.99 buys at my Bob's and what it buys at their store.
Where's the bed?
That's $20.97.
How about the mirror and nightstand?
That's a whopping $25.15.
Now make your move, Bob.
My Chatham bedroom with underbed storage is only $11.99 complete.
So would you rather pay $11.99 for this or for this? Game over.
Dare to Compare at Bob's Discount Furniture, in-store or at mybobs.com.
1540 Connection is a nonprofit teaching people how to detect cancer early to save lives. I'll be there at the gala on July 9th, and I hope you can be too. For more information and to register, visit 15-40.org.
9th inning, 3-2 Angels. And Craig Kimbrell coming out of the bullpen to make an appearance against Ben Revere, who socks that one foul. Kimbrell continues to have a phenomenal season. But entering a ball game with his club down a run in the 9th. And it's Revere, Espinoza, and Coward due up in this inning. And a wave and a miss. Kimbrell has put up 6 consecutive scoreless appearances, 6 1/3 innings in that time, with 11 strikeouts and 1 hit. Last 16 appearances, the league is hitting .054 against Kimbrell.
Trying to hold this score right here in 3-2 and give the Red Sox an opportunity in the bottom of the 9th to either tie it or go ahead and win it.
Now Revere's been pesky today with a couple of singles. He's also lined to right. And he lines another base hit. This one into left center field. So he's gone 3 for 4, and this one starts the 9th inning for the Angels.
Now you're almost stunned, you know, when you see a base hit against Kimbrell. The breaking ball that time was the knuckle curve, as you can see, and just a good line shot to center field for the base hit. Let's see how they play this now. If they're swinging or they try to move a man in a scoring position.
Espinoza, the hitter, he's 0 for 2, but he has scored a run. He's also taken ball 4. Red Sox will have up Moreland, Benintendi, and Hanley Ramirez in the bottom of the 9th inning. That one sucked down the line, headed for the corner, but a foul ball on a wicked line drive. And Mike Scioscia is up. Where did this ultimately go?
If you lost sight of it, that means it went behind the pole. If you see the baseball all the way, it means it went in front of the pole.
I lost sight of it.
I lost sight of it too.
But he's going to want it looked at. This will be under review.
Watch the ball. If you lose sight of it, it means it goes behind the pole and it's not a home run. I don't think it's a home run.
I believe New York will concur. They are going to look at it. He's already won one challenge today, and that proved to be a key play. Red Sox thought they had a double play to end the 2nd inning, and it would have ended at 0-0. But he had a double play overturned, and the call at first base was overturned. You should get another look.
Yeah, there's no question in my mind. Right there, you lose the baseball. That means it's in foul territory.
Angels went on to score 3 times in the 2nd inning, and that's all the runs they have all day. Kimbrel's still warming up as they watch it, and it is a foul ball. So it's a noisy strike on Espinosa. Three runs, 9 hits for the Angels, 2 runs, 7 hits for the Sox. Nobody's made an error today. Espinosa 2 for 13 with 9 strikeouts against Kimbrel. Does have a home run. As Jerry mentioned, an Angel team that likes to run. They run frequently, a lot of movement on the bases, but Kimbrel's tough to run on this year in particular. Does have Vasquez behind the plate. 3-2 Angels in the 9th. Well, the afternoon began under brilliant sunny skies. Those have gone. With the clouds moving in the last couple of innings. It's still dry here at Fenway with Revere at first and nobody out. Runner goes. Throw down. The tag. He's safe. And Revere has it stolen.
You just don't expect the Angels to sit there and do nothing and hope that they get 4 straight hits against Kimbrel's. They're going to start the runners, and they do, and that time the hand gets in before the tag of Xander Bogaerts. It's pretty clear right there. The tag is on the backside and the hand is on the bag.
John Farrell holding things up for a moment to determine if he's going to challenge that play. And will not. So Revere in the scoring position with a stolen base.
You know, when you're facing guys like Kimbrel, you might as well do something, you know, try something, because as we said, you know, the unlikelihood of getting 4 straight hits off him is not really there. So try to create something. They do with a stolen base.
Well, the Astros thought exactly along those lines last Sunday and sent the runner, even though Springer was the batter at home plate, and that's how the game ended.
Yeah, ended on a caught stealing at second base.
1-run game in the 9th, nobody out, and a 1-2 to Espinosa. And strike 3. 99 with a blazing fastball.
Espinosa just shaking his head as he goes back to home plate. He thought that ball was inside. Jumping back, but it clearly had the inside corner.
One away for Caleb Coward, who has doubled, walked, and flied out. He's had a really strong game, actually. He's driven in a run, scored a run, played very well defensively at third. I mentioned right before they brought him up from Las Vegas, he hit for the cycle and went 6 for 6 in his last game in the minors. Just recalled back to the big club. One down. And a strike. Red Sox trailing here, but Kimbrel does lead the American League in saves. Crowd wants another K. Fouled off instead. Tuesday is Manny Ramirez bobblehead night at Fenway Park. First 12,000 fans will receive a Manny bobblehead courtesy of Majestic. For tickets and more information, visit redsox.com/promos. I'm going to get you one of those so you can have it on your return.
A Manny bobblehead.
Revere at second, and the 0-2. Gratterall, the catcher, on deck. Red Sox will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the bottom of the ninth. Kimbrel trying to hold, and he'll step off. Red Sox played 6 day games at home in April and 4 in May, but today is their first and only day game at Fenway in the month of June. Broken bat into right, down for a base hit. Here comes the run. The throw to the plate, not going to get him. Down to second base safely is Coward. He drives in the run to make it 4-2.
Well, you mentioned it, Dave. He's had a good day. You know, he had that double back in the second inning to drive in and run. He's had a walk, and now he gets the base hit. Off Kimbrel, it sounded like a broken bat base hit, but certainly in a perfect spot. Betts tries to throw him out at the plate. That's not going to be close. And they exchange places at second base. So with one out, a run in, and another man in scoring position.
So these days, more shocking than a base hit off of Kimbrel is a run off of Kimbrel. Gratterall will take it in there for strike. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single.
When the stolen base comes into play, you know you get a man in a scoring position. It takes one hit to get him in, and that's exactly what they did.
So 4-2 Angels, and that one blooped toward right field, down into the stands. And a foul ball by Gratterall. Cameron Maben on deck. Oh, that one did in a beer.
Oh, it caught a beer that was probably, it was probably in a holder there. Yeah, it was there. It was right there near the girl with the sleeve.
You got to get an automatic refill, you know, for free when that happens. Just walk it right up there. That should be a free one. Here comes the 0-2. Runner goes. Rolled softly to third base. Lynn will gather that. Low throw. Nice scoop by Moreland. That saved a run.
Wow.
Down to third is Coward, but the scoop by Moreland saved a run.
Yeah, great play by Moreland at first base. Little tap down the third base line, and Lynn's going to one-hop it as he checks the runner at third. Then he bounces on the dirt, and that's a tough one, the one that bounces on the dirt like that. And Moreland comes up with it, didn't quite have it all at the beginning, and then closed up the glove by putting the throwing hand in there.
2 down, a man at third, top of the order in Maben, who's 0 for 4. The Angels have expanded their lead to 4-2. Shockingly, against Craig Kimbrell, they've expanded the lead. As good as he has been, he's been beyond good. But going to make it a little bit tougher for the Red Sox come the bottom of the 9th. And a 1-strike pitch to Maben. That's a ball. Maben very quick, leads the American League with 23 stolen bases. 1-1 backed up inside. Four runs on 10 hits for the Angels, 2 runs on 7 hits for the Red Sox.
It's an overpowering fastball that time away from Maben. And just a bit of a wave at it, trying to make contact. Trying to put the ball in play somehow.
He has 1 strikeout in this inning. Trying to make Maben the second K. Vote today, vote tomorrow, vote Red Sox for your 2017 All-Stars with the Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot. And the 88th Major League Baseball All-Star Game presented by MasterCard, July 11th, live on Fox. Man at third in the 2-2. Foul away. Two and 2 on Maben. Popped up down the line. Betts charging, but again into the seats.
A long at bat put on here by Maben. Pretty good at bat.
Kimbrell leading all American League relievers in ERA coming into today. 0.85. Touched up for a run here. 2-2. A bounding ball is Moreland. On to Kimbrell, and in time to get him and retire the side. The Angels do pick up a big run there. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 4-2. Well, the Red Sox have to rally here. They're down by 2, 4-2 to the Angels as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Moreland will lead things off against Petit. Then it'll be Benintendi and Hanley Ramirez. High fly, twisting into left center field, but catchable. Maben grabs that for the first out on 1 pitch. Did you miss NESN Clubhouse? Catch an encore presentation today following our Red Sox coverage. Christian Vasquez talking about growing up in Puerto Rico and a look back at David Ortiz's return to Boston. NESN Clubhouse presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. One away Benintendi now. He's gone 1 for 3 with a single. Sox been held to 7 hits and just 2 runs. Parker Bridwell, their 25-year-old starter, was very, very tough over 6 2/3, allowing just 2 runs. And the Angels are closing in on winning this series 2-1. That's a strike. The Minnesota Twins in town tomorrow night right here on NESN. First of 4 games. Petit, a guy who is used to working multiple innings. The 2-1. Big swing and a foul back.
Yeah, not an overpowering fastball, 90 as you can see. Also has that changeup, breaking ball. Relies on good location.
Two to the rookie. Toward the middle. Snatched up by Simmons. The throw is airmailed, but it caroms back to the catcher. And Benintendi will be on at first base.
Yeah, nobody had a chance at that. Espinosa, Simmons. I mean, you know, Simmons got to it, but with Benintendi's speed going down the line, really no chance at all. Makes a nice play to get to that, but by the time he spins, I mean, Benintendi's almost across the bag at first base. So there is life for the Red Sox.
You wonder if before they put that safety screen extended on down the line, if that would have been into the stands.
It might have bounced right in the stands.
If that's the case, of course, he goes down to second base. So Hanley Ramirez will climb in. He's been hit by a pitch, popped up and singled. He is the tying run at home plate here in the last of the 9th with 1 down. And he pops it up on the first pitch on the infield. Espinosa will grab that for the second out. 2 of the outs here in this 9th inning. The 2 outs on 1 pitch. TC, Jim Rice, Steve Lyons getting ready for the post game to break it all down. What happened here this afternoon at Fenway. So 2 down for Jackie Bradley. Jackie does have a home run today. That was in the 5th inning. He has also struck out and flied out. Benintendi aboard at first. Doug Fister, brand new to the Red Sox, made his Boston debut today. Looked very good. He only had 1 inning where he had any trouble, and that was the 3 runs he allowed in the 2nd inning. At this point, he will take the loss. Defeat would drop the Red Sox to 41-34. Matt Barnes getting loose. Ground ball snatched up by Espinosa, The throw is in time, and that'll end it. And a very quiet day for the Red Sox offensively. 4-2. The Angels win it. They take the series 2-1 with a new opponent coming to town in the Minnesota Twins on Monday. Jerry, good luck. We will see you soon, my friend.
Okay, I promise.
4-2 the final, TC.